This is a Looney Studios podcast. Hello and welcome to Aerde Talks. I'm Hunter Looney, the Game Master. This show is here to dive deeper into the world of Aerde, which is traversed in Aerde Tales. I'm joined today by Leah, who plays Gamore, Noah, who plays Salvazar, and today we'll be discussing the latest episode of Aerde Tales and the genus of Mutars, which include Liches, vampires, and werewolves.
They're not like cows and centaurs?
No.
Together?
That would be
Mutars?
Mutars.
Is that not what you're saying?
No.
Mutars?
M-U-T-A-R-S.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. So, 3 separate acts happened last time. Y'all were at the mansion.
Yep.
Alright, so you got asked a couple of questions.
Yeah, I didn't expect Shay to ask me what I needed. I was not prepared to be thinking about what I would want. So I was just like, nothing?
No,
Hug?
but you also got asked if you want to be a vampire.
Yeah, that. Uh-huh.
How do you feel? And then how does Gamore feel about that?
I think we both feel the same. I think it's find out next time.
But this gives you a chance to talk a little bit
I
more.
don't want to tell people for sure what my response is going to be.
Well, you can say, as of right now, I think, you don't want to give it? Okay.
I don't want
I mean,
to. Find out next time.
Well, that's not going to happen next time. Y'all got to go to UC and then hopefully live.
Alright, whatever. Find out in a few episodes.
Alright.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. So you all then, one thing that I joke about with you all is that I want to kill Pac, which I legit don't.
Yep.
I
don't believe you.
I joke about
Terrified.
it off mic with you all.
I'm mad at Salvazar.
Yeah.
And I'm terrified. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your or Salvazar's thinking about bringing Pac along?
I guess he could help, and he can show us what he can do.
It's not a good time to test that, though. We've been all this way, all this time, and now we're like,
What if you're like, well, show us some of your magic, do something against these people. It's like, well, I've always just, liked to read about magic and taught from that perspective.
Yeah,
I don't actually do magic. You thought I actually did magic? That's not the case.
Have we even seen his, does he have a staff?
No. Yes, he has a staff, but that could just be a walking stick.
Could just be a staff. Oh, God.
You all have never seen this dude do magic. You have never done an insight check on this dude.
He's so cute and old, and it's Pac, and we've never wanted to put him in danger until now. Salvazar apparently.
Well, Salvazar is trying to pull out all the stops, so all that he's got to help, because he knows how crazy this is going to be.
Makes sense.
Also, when I acted as Barnaby, I tried to act as I thought Barnaby would act. It was not saying you couldn't have left Barnaby. That's just how I thought Barnaby would act. If you just all of a sudden is like, yo, peace out, Barnaby. I'm leaving. So what was your thinking there? That you wanted to leave Barnaby, but take Pac?
I don't know. I really don't.
Is it because he's just like a little animal and you didn't want the little animal to have a chance to get hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't care if Pac dies, but Barnaby apparently. But then Barnaby talked him out of it.
Yeah. So then y'all leave and we went to Leah's favorite place.
No.
the Hove Shack, which is how magical items get into your all's possessions usually.
Was this the third time we've
something like that
seen the Hove Shack? I know last time I didn't go in.
So last time you didn't even go in, but this time you buy more?
Apparently. Well, I also... Okay, it was really because we've been getting, like, suggestions of magical items from our audience. Yeah. So I wanted to see what they had...
What they did.
Yeah.
So, and that rose, every rose has its thorn ring with the little, like, pretty much a hypodermic needle for poison. I thought for sure that Salazar would buy it. What made you buy it instead? That was one of the ones I put on there.
Wanting to do something with poison and bombs.
Dude, jeez.
Which is why I got those kits. So, and we're about to go to a crazy place that doesn't like magic. So I'm just trying to get all of the potential weapons help that I can.
Well, your time on the boat, you will be able to make some poisons. Obviously, you're not going to be able to make some more grenades on the boat. Because if it goes bad, you're blowing up your means of transportation.
Yeah, which I didn't think about that. And I was making it in the carriage. Like, I could have killed everyone that I know, pretty much.
Or at least injured them significantly. At least you have those vials. So y'all do have those 2 syringes that you were given that are experimental if somebody's dying.
Yeah.
Do you have any guesses of what they would do?
Reviving, put someone in full health?
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it was implied that they would just revive someone, but now I'm guessing... Do they turn people into a vampire?
No. They definitely... She would have told you if that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope they would actually bring someone back to life, but it's going to be creepy if it's like a... I don't know, like a messed up version of themselves, like a zombie or something.
Who knows?
Hopefully it's one of these random contracted people. If we have to use it, we could try it on them first.
Jeez.
This is so terrible.
I will say, I was shocked that you all didn't buy any more healing potions.
They're expensive.
Well, yes.
Also, I have healing magic, and so does... me?
No.
Rujak?
Right.
No, your bird.
Yeah. Cute it is.
Alright, so then
and he said he had plenty. Salazar said he was good, so yeah. I'm not...
You have 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I would help you, I guess. But I hope I don't need to, because I gotta save mine for myself and other people.
So then you all met the teams at the warehouse. Do you feel good about those? You feel like they're gonna be helpful?
Yeah.
So like, I had forgot completely about the contract.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm glad like you remembered to do it. Otherwise it would have just sorted out the particulars later again.
Yeah. I don't forget those kind of things.
Oh, jeez. Did you think, how did you like Jaloo?
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, so now you have a giant basset hound, a firefox, and a bird.
Hey, can I... Oh gosh, I just remembered I meant to see if Layla wanted to come.
Yep, it's too late now. You're on the boat.
Their party could have died.
What?
Their party
Can I do my telepathy thing with Layla?
You could try. You could certainly try.
Okay. Something to think about.
Yeah. It's people that you have like met and know about the general direction on a compass where they would be at from your current location. Were you all surprised that 2 of the mercenaries were older?
Yeah.
They're the 2 twins that do the fire. All right. Do y'all have anything else about the episode?
I was just glad they weren't supposed to be the
muscle.
The muscle or the stealthy people. I saw them, like the picture that you put on the screen, and I was like, oh god, why are we getting old people?
That doesn't mean that.
But I guess you can be old and still do really good fire magic, so whatever.
Yeah, they're not too old for that stuff yet. Right.
I would just like to say I still have zero plan.
Yeah, y'all are freaking me out at the level of plan you all have.
Like, I think I have two different plans, and I don't know which one I want to do. Yeah. That's what it is. And I feel like it's going to depend on what happens when we, like, dock and then as we're going up the mountain.
Yeah, so I pretty much have it planned out to where you're going to dock, you're going to traverse this mountain, and then you'll have a meeting, like a place to stop at near the end of the episode, where you all have to finally hash out what you're actually doing, because the next episode you'll be going into the city. Mm-hmm. So, just
hypothetically, we're all still together and alive if we're going to have this meeting at the top, so...
It all depends on how you all roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I feel like we need to have, like, a discussion on the boat, like, either we're doing this plan A or plan B, and if you see this signal or if a certain thing happens, then you know which one it is.
Yeah. Middle case scenario and best case scenario, all of your teams make it to that meeting at the end of the next episode.
Best case is okay.
Best and middle case. Worst case scenario, some people get lost along the way.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah, because y'all are scaling a mountain range, not just one mountain, like a mountain range. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be over the course of like days of hiking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just one mountain.
I've been thinking of it like a cliff, like we're literally going straight up.
No. So,
like rock climbing.
Okay. The mountains you were at the base of in the mining towns.
I'm pretty sure you've been saying mountain range. I've just been, that's what's been in my head.
So you know when you were in the mining towns?
Yep.
Those mining towns are at the base of and the very edge of this mountain range. And this mountain range goes for like miles. And in the very middle of it, at a high altitude, is the town of Using. It is like sectioned off from everything in that it's in a like little valley at the top of this mountain range.
It's also crazy and hardcore that they train assassins at that altitude.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to be used to breathing in that.
Like low oxygen.
Like, if you can deal with this, then you can handle normal.
Yeah, it's like oxygen deprivation training as well.
Yeah.
But they're born up there, so they're used to it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
I'll wait. I have something. The kawaii kitty ring.
Oh, yeah.
So is Salazar just like so stressed out about it, he needed something to think about and do to be goofy and not think about?
Yes.
Just because he leaned hard into that ring, and so he was just trying to like distract himself.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I didn't think any of y'all were going to buy it, but I also thought it was enough of a sliver of interesting naming it that y'all might buy it.
Yeah, I knew Noah was going to buy it, like, from when it popped up on the screen. Also, feel like with that type of thing, like, Salazar's reaction to that and being goofy about it, and therefore Noah's reaction and being goofy about it, it's just cool, because, like, I feel like we've seen Salazar's character develop, but we're also seeing, like, Noah's character develop and change, and his personality coming out more and being more goofy, and it's just really cute. He's making a face at me.
I'm sorry. Sorry, your mom's bullying you over here.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, let's talk about the genus of Mutars, which this is the group that means, like, current understanding of this world is there's mutations then. So this is Liches, vampires, and werewolves. Yeah. So...
Moo, not... Moo, not cow.
Yeah, not M-O-O. So let's go reverse alphabetical. So werewolves, in this world, average height when they're in werewolf form is 6'9".
That's crazy.
Yeah, and their average lifespan is about 80 years old. And they can eat raw meat, they can eat spoiling meat, they can eat bones, but they could also be omnivores as well. So, the werewolves and stuff like that, current understanding is people could contract it by being bitten by them, possibly. But you could also be born a werewolf from like two werewolves mating. They could be in their person form, not werewolf form too. Mm-hmm. So like it could be passed on that way. Vampires, as you may or may not decide, but if I'm going to guess, I think you are going to do it.
Do you?
Yes.
We'll see.
Out of sheer curiosity, I think you're going to do it. Like any of the sentient species can be vampires. So you could have a vampire dragon.
All right. I mean, that sounds cool.
Vampire.
Pumanoid.
What?
Vampire pumanoid.
Yeah, or a vampire centaur. You know, any of them.
Are there mutars?
No, no, it's not a thing. It's not going. You're not going to make
I can't
this.
stop picturing a centaur with like the middle of it, like
you mean a minotaur?
Like its torso is cow spotted.
Oh gosh. So, in the current country you're in, they've developed it to where like there's blood at like taverns and stuff. There's an infrastructure built around, like there's blood banks, there's stuff you can get blood. Like you don't have to bite somebody, and it's illegal to bite somebody that doesn't consent to being bitten. And it's illegal to turn any minor into a vampire too, because that would be really messed up.
Minor?
Like somebody under 18.
Oh.
So not like working in the mines.
Oh.
That would be a crazy rule though too. Nobody that works in the mines can be a vampire. But obviously having a baby vampire would be terrifying.
Is there any
never
kind of
aged.
Thing with vampires in the sun in this world? Like they don't glitter or anything, do they?
No, they don't glitter. They don't even necessarily like sunburn more than other people either.
So no.
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily, no.
Just curious.
You're asking then what's like their weakness?
Sure.
Dying.
Ah.
Just like other people. Like
Garlic? No.
I mean
Wooden stakes?
No. I mean anybody is weak to wooden stakes to the heart.
Beef steaks.
So you get stabbed with a wooden stake.
I mean,
my number one weakness. My head getting cut off.
Being stabbed in the heart.
Being stabbed in the heart with a wooden stick. Yes, that's everybody's weakness.
Alright, touche. Isn't that like a thing in vampire lore?
Yes, yes.
That's dumb. But I didn't realize it was dumb till I said it.
I mean, they are still immortal in this world. But they can die just like anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Alright.
Asking for a friend.
Uh-huh. Yourself?
Nah.
And so then there comes the Liches. So Liches are individuals that use magical means to become immortal by usually siphoning off the life of others.
So they're making Horcruxes.
It pretty much, if Harry Potter was set in Aerde or in other like D&D worlds and stuff like that, Voldemort would be a lich, and those Horcruxes would be what's called phylacteries.
Horcruxes.
What did I say?
You said crutches.
I mean, they are that too, though. So like those Horcruxes, did I say it right now? Are like what in D&D terms is called a phylactery.
That's a word. All right.
It's like where they house pretty much like their soul. So if you kill their body, they can then just put it in another body.
But part of their soul does go into an item?
Yeah.
Huh.
So pretty much Voldemort was a lich.
So, yes.
Yeah. So, it depends on the lich, but some liches just like let themselves, their like skin and stuff just go away and just be a skeleton and still be alive and everything.
What?
But because they're like a mentalness is in that item or items.
Ew.
Oh, so you don't want to be a lich?
No.
But you want to be a vampire?
No, I didn't say that either.
Ah, thought I'd get her. So is that some magic that Salazar's going to look into, is being a lich?
No.
No, you won't do that? I'm curious, does Salazar have a plan for what might happen if everything goes well?
Nope.
That's it. He's just like, this is bad. This dude's after me, probably. I need to just get him and get him off the table.
I need to fix this, and then we'll go from there. I feel like that's always Salazar's plan. Let's just...
Living in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. So, you need to get ready, Leah. Because next episode of Aerde Talks, we're diving deeper into the political systems of Aerde, specifically like focused in on the Island of Day. So
okay. What am I getting ready for?
Talking about the political system.
Cool.
I know you don't like to talk about structurally how they work and stuff like that, but it's going to be an overview next episode.
Okay.
And then we'll dive into the actual structures of them.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode of Aerde Talks. Join us next Aerde Talks, where, like I said, we're going to jump into the political systems of Aerde, but just the Island of Day this time. All right, let's take care of some housekeeping. Our adventures encounter magical items, and I want to invite everyone to visit patreon.com/Looney Studios. The link is in the description. And on the front page, there's a link to a Google form where anyone can submit an idea for a magical item. Anyone can do this, you don't have to be a patron. And you can do it anonymously or put your name or username to it to receive credit if we use it. Please add to this list. We love seeing the magical items that people make. And also, while you're there, please check out the Looney Studios Patreon. If you become a patron, you gain access to the podcast early, among other perks. And speaking of Patreon, I want to thank all our patrons. Thank you for supporting Looney Studios and Aerde Tales. And Looney Studios can be found at looneystudios.com and at the social media platforms listed in the description. Please give a review on your favorite podcasting site, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and submit magical items on our Patreon. The Looney family hopes that you have a wonderful day. That was a Looney Studios podcast.